Greetings, Math 11, underway. Joel Shadowski here to stay. Now, I left you guys off with this stuff. And different categories of pay. Discuss the ideas. Well, now you might have had a chance. I don't know if you wrote something down, but I'd like you to. So let's just go over this from yesterday. What are several different types of jobs that fall into each category of pay? So, how can you be paid? Well, commission or wages, and sometimes salary too, which is a little different than wages. Get your book, right? So we're on this page. You guys can find it. I should see it out in front of you. Addie, did you have anything down for that? Because we're going to share. Right. Hourly wage. Understanding. Oh, right. Categories of pay. Anyways, do you guys have anything that, any ideas on the first one? I was interpreting it a little different. Well, I can tell you this. Teaching, you're paid salary. I explained it a little different. It's actually way different. So this is easy. You're paid a salary. And I'm only paid for 10 of the 12 months because July, August, we don't have school. That makes sense. So jot that down. Yep. Okay. Every second week, bi-weekly. Okay. Most jobs are actually bi-weekly. But I'm going to put down RSM, museum. Oh, I'll put what else. So we know this because you work there always. Your brother was. Okay. Most jobs, you can assume you're paid by the hour most, especially jobs that you guys do. And you're usually paid every second. Now, there is a difference between biweekly and semi-monthly. Some jobs are semi-monthly. What do you think semi-monthly would mean? You get a job, you're semi-monthly. Yeah? Anyone? Bi-weekly is every 2 weeks. How is semi-monthly different? What do you think semi-monthly means? Guess. Just come on. Don't be shy, give it a try. Nothing? Semi, twice a month. When would you think would probably be the logical times of the month to be paid? Kyle, you might have an idea. You were making eye contact and then looking away. You have an idea of semi-monthly if you were paid that way? Well, monthly is paid usually at the end of the last day of the month or the last Friday. Yeah. Yeah. Usually the 15th and then the 30th, 31st, or February 28th or something like that, right? Or some other deal, but something like that. Often they don't, a lot of jobs only pay you on banking days, so you would be paid on the Friday or something like that. If the 31st was on Sundays. Anyways, something like that. Now, that doesn't sound too different from every bi-weekly, like every second week. But let's just say you were paid every Friday, every second Friday, right? Some months you'll actually get 3 paychecks, just because maybe the first was on the Friday, then, it goes on, and you actually get 2 paychecks. So it does work a little different. Whereas you can always count on the 15th and the end of the month the other way. It all adds up to the same amount, just as long as you know for budgeting. Yeah. I get paid monthly. If you're paid weekly, most jobs don't pay weekly. But what's the advantage of being paid more often, even though it adds up to the same amount of money? Yeah. Yeah, there's different ways. Might make it easier to budget. Yeah. I would just put easier to budget, but everything you said is 100% true. If you just got a steady flow of money, whereas, especially this month as a teacher, I'm not complaining. I save money. So, sometimes you hear people, if I had bills and stuff like that, but when I was younger, um, my last paycheck was in June, right? And I'm waiting till the end of September now for my next paycheck, right? That really exaggerates how it's like, I know, and I budgeted for the summer, and as a teacher, I have to. You can ask your bank to just set aside whatever. Anyways, you really have to keep track of your money if you have longer spans in between the paychecks, right? Some people see money in their bank account. Say you got paid every last day of the month, and you get $3,000 in there, and it's like, rich. You blow a bunch of the money, and then by the 15th, 16th, or something like this, you're starving and you're eating. Well, you'll never starve. I can tell you this. You can fill yourself up. Cheapest things you can eat that fill you up, rice or potatoes. A bag of potatoes, do you know how much that costs? A big 20-pounder bag? $10 or something like that. Big bag of rice, you can eat a lot. You shouldn't starve even. You can scrounge up $10. Right. But it's not fun eating rice for 2 weeks. You could. Okay. You work at a job in which you earn an annual salary that was paid monthly, and you worked more than 40 hours a week. How might you be compensated for your overtime? If it's a salaried job, you probably would. I'm speaking from as a teacher and stuff like that. 1 week, I might stay after school every day, put in a lot of extra time. You know, some of our people like Mr. Cruz, who coaches football, he puts in tons of extra hours. People who coach volleyball, people who coach basketball, you know, and I'm just speaking from this job because I know they don't get paid any different, you know, just because they spent Mr. Parisian every day between November to March, April, or whatever, every day after school he does wrestling. He doesn't get an extra paycheck because he's putting more hours. So, how much is he compensated? Often, if it's salary, there is no overtime pay for salary jobs. That's not paid by the hour. That's really what the salary means. And it's good. So it's good for budgeting. I might work more one particular month, but then the next month, it averages. These are important things to understand because in 5 years or so, hopefully you guys will be working. And you take a job that's salaried, don't expect to get overtime. If you're working hourly, you probably will get overtime if it's necessary. Now, I asked you guys to do a bit of math calculations here. This. Any of you guys one of those? You need to go. You go. You look good too. Yeah. Picture perfect. Try it out. Okay. 32 hours. How did we do this? How do you guys do this calculation here? How much will she make this week if she works 32 hours at $13 an hour? That's the minimum wage for the next 2 or 3 weeks until it goes up to 14. So, coach me on this one. I know how to do it, but I want to see. Huh? No, you said you did this, right? How did you do it? You multiply. If it's 1 hour, $13. If it's 2 hours, it's $26. If it's 3 hours, okay, I'm not going to start adding this up. I'm going to use multiply, right? So you went $13 an hour. I'm going to just put the per hour here, just and then times 30, not 31, 32 hours. And that gave how much? Is that 416, guys? Okay. Okay. I have no clue. I can't do this. In my head. Sounds weird. So 416. 416. I'll trust you on this. You guys know how to use calculators, somebody else will. How much will she make every 3 weeks if she works that same amount? Well, then you just triple it. 3 times 4. All I ask is that in your answer, you have a dollar sign. And that's going to be 1,248. 1248. Just making sure we're doing this right. Alex earns 565.89. 21 hours at Avalon Auto. This is backwards. They tell you how much he makes. They don't tell you how much an hour. So if it's the opposite, you divide. Yeah. I'm going to go 5, 6, 5, 1. I'm going to put my division as a fraction. All fractions can be considered division problems. You can use the dividing sign. I don't care about that. And I can't do that one in my head. I'm going to just double check. You guys get the same answers. 5, 6, 5, 28. You guys get 26. I'm rounding it. 26.95. Did you? Oh. I can't hear you. 26 what? Okay. Since we're talking about money, we're going to keep 2 decimal places. I'm going to show you something here. I'm going to write this over here. Here's what my calculator says. 26.94, and I'm putting down on that. Money we don't list as gas prices. We don't go that many. Now, when in green, this is the answer. It's money, so I'm going to go right to the cent. And that's 2 decimals. 26.95. 7 pushes up to 4. Just if it's a money answer, 2 decimal places, unless it's like flat, $416. Okay, this is good. Now, did you guys do these ones? I don't think I asked you to. Is that right? Because I wanted to double check with you before you do. And do you think you can do these questions? Okay. I'm going to ask you guys to do this page. Then, landscape. Okay. More of these. Okay. So this page as well. Are you guys good with this? And then I think the next thing is time cards for money. Or, oh, okay. Oh, you know what? 2 classes I'm getting mixed up. Oh, I skipped. It is time cards. Okay, yeah. It is time cards. That'll be Monday. Absolutely, you can.